Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a magic review. Cell phone magic. Cell phone magic. You like that attention grabber? Cell phone magic. Are you for it or against it? I've seen both sides of the argument, heard both sides of this coin. What do you think? What do you think? Because today, I got a trick for you that it feels like cell phone magic because you use a cell phone, yes, but it also doesn't. It also doesn't. It doesn't feel like an app. Well, it's not an app. It's not an app. I saw even somebody review this and say, I don't like the app. It's not an app. There's nothing to install on your phone or your spectator's phone. Let me just make that perfectly clear, all right? Nothing to install, okay? Boarding pass. Boarding pass from Mariano, Goni. You might remember I did a review for Password. So remember Password? It was 2020. Did a review back then. Same guy. This is $45 from your favorite Murphy's Magic dealer. What is boarding pass? Boarding pass is like it sounds. You have 3 boarding passes, okay? 3 paper long, remember those? Boarding passes for 3 different airlines. They're full color printed, nice cardstock front and back. Completely, each one looks completely different from the other. They all have one of those scannable UPC barcodes on them. And you can ask your spectator, hey, where would you like to go? If you could go anywhere in the world, any city, name any city that you would like to go to. And they could literally name anywhere from Paris to Bakersfield, right? And, and then you just bring out these 3 boarding passes and you say, what a coincidence. I literally have a boarding pass to Bakersfield because they picked Bakersfield. So I have a boarding pass that'll take you to Bakersfield, even though I don't think Bakersfield has an airport, but that's fine. Maybe it does. I don't know. Does it? Anyway, Paris. Let's say Paris. Let's say Paris. Let's change that and make it Paris. They say Paris. You bring up the boarding passes and you say, hey, what a coincidence. I have a boarding pass here for Paris. Which one of these 3 do you think it is? So they just draw one at random. They just draw one at random. You say, let's see what the other 2 were. And they bring out their cell phone. They scan the first ticket, and it's for Guam, right? Or wherever. They scan the second one, right? Albuquerque. And they scan the third one. The one they chose, Paris. And there's no force. And it's literally a different city every time. Boarding pass, oh my goodness. I did not have big expectations for this because it comes in a black flat envelope. I opened it. There were 3 boarding passes inside. And I've flown in an airplane within the last 5 years. And I haven't seen a boarding pass in a really long time. So I was just like, what? You know, what are these? Well, yeah, I mean, I knew it was a boarding pass, but I was like, you know, what is this trick about? What is this trick? And I had waited to watch the explanation and watched it over the weekend. And oh my goodness, this was a great trick. The video tutorial is 27 minutes long. That's it. It's English with Spanish subtitles. Mariano is going to go over everything for you. But the moment I learned this, I rushed it into my wife's office and I did the trick for her. Obviously, she knows magic. She knows cell phone magic. She's seen it, right? And she was like, that is a really good trick. Because it really is. Because the clincher, man, the clincher is it's on their phone, right? You don't ever touch their phone, by the way. And I make that as a promise to you. A promise to you. You never touch their phone, ever. They bring out their phone. They bring up their own camera. You don't tell them to go to any weird website either. You don't say, bring up this, go to this URL. You don't say any of that. They do it all on their own. They scan the first ticket. They scan the second ticket. When they scan the ticket that they selected, it actually goes to the city they name, regardless of whether there's an actual airport there or not. What's the overall quality and production value of the video? You got Mariano, he's in front of a brick wall. I think it's a curtain, really. I think it's a curtain that looks like a brick wall. He's got a green mat on a table in front of him. He does have an accent, and so you do need to listen carefully to his instruction. As far as what he teaches you, you get an intro. He talks about what you get, and he talks to you about how to gain access to their website. So they have a website that's both available in Apple and Android. Of course, it's going to work on either, right? It's a website. You're going to use Safari or Chrome. It's probably going to be your best options. I don't use Chrome, just as a heads up, and I can still do this, so it's no big deal. He also is going to talk to you about how to use this with his other apps like Now, Now 2, and Now Voice. The first method he teaches you is with a confederate using your phone, and the second time he talks to you about doing it is doing it by yourself and doing it, just with your own phone. That's how I do it. It's so easy. You don't need a confederate. And then he talks to you about how to do it in stealth mode. And stealth mode is some sneaky thing that I can't really tell you about because it would partially give away the trick. But let's just say there's a stealth mode included. Pocket space. Let's talk about pocket space, because as you heard me mention in the previous section, you need your cell phone, right? I didn't mention that, but you do. You need your cell phone. And I'll just tell you how I do it, all right? I'll just tell you how I do it. So obviously, let's make this disclaimer, first of all. Both of you need signal, right? Both of you need signal. Both of you need wireless signal. So but come on. Most of us have signal 99% of the time, right? So that's not really an issue. So I start with the tickets not even out. Nobody sees them, okay? And I just say, hey, if you could get a ticket to go anywhere in the world, any city, where would you go? And they say, Venice, Italy, sure. And I bring up my phone, and I don't turn it around and say, look, I'm bringing up a Google browser. I don't do any of that. I just go Venice, Italy, and I type in Venice, Italy, and I show them Google Images, all these pictures of Venice, Italy. And I say, what about Venice, Italy, from looking at these pictures, makes it someplace that you would want to visit? Is it these buildings? Is it, I see there's a museum, is it the little, gondola ride? You're like, what is it? What about these pictures makes you want to go there? And they can say, oh, anything, architecture, or I've just always wanted to go. I'm like, oh, really? And then I put it away. That's it. I put my phone away. I say, it just so happens, and then I bring out the tickets, that I have a ticket to Venice, Italy, here in my hand. Now, obviously I have 3 tickets, right? Because there's some other places I've been wanting to visit, but which ticket do you think is the one that goes to Venice, Italy? And they pull it out. And my cell phone never comes back out, ever. That was it. That was just the one moment. And that is really the trick. That is how the trick goes, okay? So there's only ever one phone out at a time, okay? And by the time you roll into talking about them and the ticket, your cell phone's long gone, and you legitimately never touch theirs. I hope I've given you the honest, straightforward information that you need to figure out whether you want to do this. So their inspectableness on their end is they're going to walk away with their phone, but their phone didn't magically go to some weird website. It didn't. So there's not going to be anything that's going to be even in their history that's going to give any clue as to how this was done. Nothing. So, and their setup and reset, let's just talk about, there's a one-time setup when you watch the instructions. That's it. A one-time setup when you watch the instructions, and then you're set for the rest of your life. Or however long this website is supported. Positives. What are the positives? Fold this up and put it in your wallet. Boarding pass is only 3 pieces of paper, but it looks like a friggin' miracle. And I just said wallet, right? I just said wallet. Let's talk about that, because they are long. Right? They're long pieces of paper. I tried to put this in a Himber wallet, flat, without altering it at all. It did not fit in my Himber wallet. They were too tall. I tried to put this in a smaller billfold wallet, and again, it did not fit. But when I laid these down in a standard real man style billfold, they fit. So literally, if you carry a real man style wallet with a long billfold in the back, these 3 tickets will slide down, and then you just fold your wallet in half. I mean, it's not a big deal. They're just paper, and you're not ruining anything by folding the tickets. How else are you going to, I guess the only other place you could carry them is in your breast coat pocket on the inside. But if this was going to be your everyday carry, I would just stick them in my wallet, folded with my billfold, right? The wallet won't bend them sharply. It'll only bend them curvily. Curvily? Yeah. So that's how I'm going to carry mine. Negatives. Who uses tickets anymore? Right? Like the last, I mean, for years I've been boarding a plane with my cell phone. I'm also in the States, so I don't know how the rest of y'all are doing it. Are the rest of y'all still using paper tickets? Because in the States, I mean, we all use our cell phones. As far as I've seen, unless some of you are still printing tickets out, I guess you could. But then the other question is, if you printed out your boarding pass, right? If you printed out your ticket, why didn't you then use it? Why do you have 3 tickets and they're in your wallet? So I'm just going to skip right past that part. I'm not going to bother trying to explain it because it doesn't make sense. But yeah, that was it. That's everything. That's everything I can say. And like I said, I love this trick. I love it. It's fun. I love it. And it's easy. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. So easy. And it's a miracle. Like, it literally is a miracle because they could pick any city, they pick any ticket, and when they scan that ticket, it's the city they named. They could name any random city in the world, right? And it's going to work. So that's really cool. I think it's cool. I hope I answered questions for you or introduced you to a trick you didn't know anything about. And if that's the case, do me a favor. Now you can do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and follow. Click all those buttons. And big, huge thanks to Murphy's Magic Supplies for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, did you know there are over 300 videos and reviews that you've never even seen here at Magic Orthodoxy? It's true. And if you join the membership section today, you'll get unlimited access to that exclusive content. What are those videos? These would be the magic tricks that I buy with my own money. These are the tricks that I want, the tricks I am the most excited about. All you have to do is click the join button on your screen. And there are 2 exciting ways to join. For $2, you'll get access to 8 extra videos a month, 8 brand new videos a month. And for $5 a month, you'll get access to 12 new videos a month. Not to mention, you'll also be part of an exclusive community of almost 500 other magicians. And if you can't find the join button, I will put a link in the description of today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.